Good evening and welcome to the Out in Westchester podcast. This week we are at TVB by Pax Romana over at 171 East Post Road in White Plains, New York. Visit them at paxromanany.com. My name is Frank Pellegrino. I'm joined by my fantastic host, as always, Liz Witulski.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too. We had a fun week at the Pleasantville Music Festival.
We had a really busy week this week.
Yeah.
It was insane.
We got a lot more to come.
Yeah.
A lot more busy events. This week, really excited. We've been trying to get this guy for a month now. At least a month, we've been trying to get John Leonardi of the Cousin Band.
That's right.
Right?
Cousin's Band.
The Cousin. It's singular. Did you know that?
It's only one cousin.
One cousin.
Right.
40 years, John and the Cousin Band has been performing in Westchester County.
Yes, sir.
White Plains, born and bred.
Absolutely.
That's what we love. We love artists and musicians accomplished that live here in Westchester.
Yeah.
So, welcome. Thank you for coming.
It's an honor. Thank you so much.
You can check him out at cousinband.com. On Sunday, July 28th, he'll be at Reese Park in Somers from 6 to 8. Saturday, August 24th at Chat 19 in Larchmont. Friday, September 20th, Rudy's in Hartsdale. And Friday, September 27th at Mohansic Grill in Yorktown Heights. Again, for all of his events, all the shows, all the info, cousinband.com.
Or outinwestchester.com.
Yes, I always make sure Liz knows where I'm playing. Thank you for that plug. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Always.
We're also joined by local comedian Jason Scott.
Hi, how are you
Hey.
doing? Thank you very much for
Get a little closer.
Thanks for coming.
Little closer.
You know,
How's
let's
that?
make the legs taller.
Okay.
That's what I
I saw she put the legs down, and I was like, I haven't done one of these things before.
you're a
I
little
thought
taller than her.
Yeah,
You gotta
I guess so.
Yeah.
No, no.
I'm a little hunched over, I guess. Right?
I guess I like to spread my legs. What can I say?
Hey.
Hey, this is a family show.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No,
it
it's
depends
not.
on the guest.
No, it's not.
Last week was not a family
Not
show.
anymore.
No. Chrissy Mayer was dropped some fun bombs. We had she had a couple of cucumber drinks. What am I drinking? By the way, they've got a great specialty cocktail menu here. I'm drinking the Romana, which is a grapefruit wine spritzer. It's very good. It's very good for the summer. Jason, you got one of their specialty drinks
Yes,
too.
I got the old school, which I think is like a Manhattan or old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 914 bourbon in it, Salerno, bitters, and orange peel.
Nice.
What did you guys get?
Good.
Let's see, a white
I'm
wine.
just drinking regular soda.
I
regular soda.
stayed with my white wine, my
you go.
usual Chardonnay.
Jason Scott. You can follow him on Instagram at JAY_Scott, SCOTT 26. Check out what he's up to in Westchester County. He performs all over Westchester, all over New York City. You can actually see him often at Comic Strip Live. And
That's correct.
You also tour with Eric Newman.
I've done a couple shows with Eric Newman. Yes.
Got some nice road gigs with him.
Went down. Well, actually, it's a little heartbreaking, but we went down to Atlantic City and then Philly. Philly was great, but I had one of the worst bombs ever.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah, in AC. It was, it was a learning experience. It was good.
Where were you in Atlantic City?
It was the Tropicana.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was at
Is it still a dump?
Atlantic City or the Tropicana.
That Tropicana. Well, they're trying
It's
to
redundant.
upgrade it, but the Tropicana is a dump.
Yeah.
I mean,
When's the last time you
Oceans.
went?
I go all the time, baby.
I love the quarter in the Tropicana.
Oceans. I haven't been to the new Hard
You know
Rock
what? It was
Hotel
like
or
it was a
Oceans.
new
I wanna
experience.
go.
I didn't
Yeah.
have anything to base it off of. You know,
Yeah.
I've been down there maybe like once with my friends.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I haven't really done too much down there, but it was an experience for me. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was good, despite the bomb.
So what happened?
Oh, it was a disaster from day one, I think.
This is the Atlantic City Comedy Club,
Yes.
which is run by the same ownership of New York Comedy Club in
New
Fairfield.
York and Philly Comedy Club.
Emilio,
down in Philly.
fantastic guy. I love
Yeah.
working with him.
Yeah. And it was just, it was bad from the get-go. There was maybe 10, 12 people in the audience, and they were kind of sporadically placed. I felt...
Diverse crowd.
I felt it pull back a little bit as I got up on stage, but,
That's when you
You
start-
got to muscle through that stuff.
Yeah.
And listen, you see a successful comic killing it on stage, you just got to think at least once they've bombed terribly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
It's a humbling experience.
It is a humbling experience.
Even
you know?
Rodney bombed at some point. In
Oh,
time, right?
yeah. I think he bombed right up until he made it. Yeah.
That's when you
7
just
a tough
buy
call.
everybody a shot of tequila, I think. Everybody
Yeah.
shots tequila. If there's only
Yeah.
12, that's not going to be too much
that's
money.
not a
Good point.
terrible
Yes.
bar tab. The
Yeah.
bar was actually it was a really cool setup. I think they've actually since moved locations, but basically it's on top of a dancing platform. It was the comedy show takes place inside
Kiss Kiss.
the Kiss Kiss.
The Kiss Kiss now nightclub. I've
Yes,
been-
yeah. It's a strip club, and they have like you're up where the dancers are, you know.
Is it still a strip club?
Later on in the night, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was cool. They had the bar back there. They had it lit up. AC Comedy Club. It was pretty cool.
Well, that might have been it. I think they were expecting strippers, and you showed up with some
And then I
comedy.
showed up. Yeah, they were
like,
a little
what?
confused.
What?
We picked
They're like,
the wrong
"Where's the
stripper
gimmick?"
night.
Yeah.
This is the male review? You know what I love, Jason, is that it seems like, and I could be wrong, it seems like you've kind of got your own crew going in comedy. It's like you, Eric Newman, Mark Gerber, Ron Nobles.
Yeah, Frank Favia.
Frank Favia, yes.
Ryan Brown. Johnny
How
Figs.
does that happen? Did you just were you friends first, or you just became
Well, I think.
acquaintances?
All right, so Frank Favia and I have been friends since I've started comedy. I went down. I did a show at Stand Up New York through Bob DeBono's Character Flawed show, and I wanted to go see it and experience it for the first time because I had never done stand up before. And so I went down. We watched the show. This guy gets up there, Frank Favia, and he starts talking. And I believe he mentions Mayapack. I grew up in Yorktown, so that's just a town over from me. And then at the end of the show, my mother, in true, Jewish mother embarrassing fashion, just, "Jason, come on over. I want you to meet Frank.
Oh
come
my
on over."
God.
Yeah. And I was like, "Ma, I don't need any more friends. I'm fine." And then I was like, "All right, fine. Screw it. I'll go over there."
Yeah.
And we've been friends ever since. And then he brought me into, Eric and Mark and Ryan and all those guys over at Comic Strip.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a crew that you grow with, you develop with, you work together, and you celebrate each
They're
other's
a
success.
great bunch of guys. They work hard. They really, really work hard to hone their craft. Oh, another one I forgot is Dan Altano, great writer. But all of them are always pushing it, always trying to find new ways to present material. It's great. It's a good learning experience. You got to find that good group of guys
Now,
to work with.
Going back to you, John.
Yes.
Cousin Band, 40 years, and you're the only original member left.
Exactly.
How does?
Oh, wow.
What advice would you have for Jason, who's got this crew, and maybe 5 years in? Are you 6 years in?
I am 7 years in.
7 years in.
Yeah.
To keep that relationship, I don't know what happened, but
Well,
to keep a group going.
We originally were an acoustic trio, 3 cousins, and one of them, our cousin Michael.
Is that why you dropped the S?
No,
Oh,
he was
all
always
right.
cousin.
I was always cousin.
Yeah, and he passed away in 1985.
That's sad.
And we thought we weren't going to play anymore, but he wanted us to continue on, which we did. And then we added a drummer. So we always had a 4th guy. And then when Michael passed, we had to get a bass player. So Vinny and I were the last 2 original guys. And he retired 5 years ago and moved to Florida.
Oh, good for him.
And now I have my friend and pharmacist, Gary Moretto. He's our lead guitarist. He's been with us 5 years. I have Kevin McSweeney, who played with Tom Dowd in Buried in Blue. He's our second lead guitarist and keyboard player. I have Rudy Feinauer, who played with Tramps Like Us. Played with Gil Paris. He's our drummer. Adrian Colonico, fantastic bass player. And Steve Gottlieb plays saxophone with us.
Wow.
And then sometimes when guys can't make it, I have a nice network of friends that come in and sit in and play with us when we can't. Like last week on the 18th, we played at Leonard Park in Mount Kisco, and we had to sub out our drummer for the night. But that, it happens. But I've gotten good rapport with all the local guys, and it's really been nice, And after all these years, to get the respect from everybody in the area, it's really cool, And we're a classic rock and 80s rock band, and do a lot of 3-part harmony, which a lot of bands don't do. Not specifically a dance band. We play dance music, but we love to rock it out, and we have fun every night we play. We always have a good time. And we're all close.
And you play all the time, almost every other week. You're somewhere,
Wow.
And
which is
I do
incredible.
acoustic duos with Kevin, and the trios with Gary and Kevin and I, and then sometimes another gentleman who's in another band plays with us, Frank Calderon from the Head First Band. He plays bass with us on acoustic gigs, and he's my sub bass player too. So I have, like I said, a nice network of things. And the acoustic's a lot different than the band thing, because we do totally different music,
Right.
which is really cool, you know,
Right.
and focusing on harmony and vocal harmony. That's like another instrument. That's something my cousin taught me in the beginning. That's another instrument that you have, and we have to be perfect at it, or we don't play the song.
Right.
And that's how we've held our hat on it. And to this day, you know, I'm a stickler for that. You know, and if it doesn't sound right, we don't play it. You know, and the cool thing is we don't even rehearse. We just go out and play.
Oh, wow.
We know the music, and when we're going to learn something new, we send it to everybody. If it's not difficult, we'll give it a try late in the night, like in the second set when the crowd kind of dwindles down. But we usually play, our opening set is either an hour and a half or 2 hours straight. We just play straight through to keep the crowd.
Do you guys have the same opening song every time you do a show?
No.
Is there one that you always go to?
No. We do a lot of Tom Petty. I'm a big Tom Petty fan. Like we do Breakdown, and we do Mary Jane's Last Dance. We do You Wreck Me, American Girl, Running Down a Dream. And I do some of his acoustic stuff too, like Wildflower when we do the acoustic thing. It's cool. And I don't even go with a set list. I'll just tell the guys, these are the 40 songs for the night, and what I feel the crowd, when someone else is singing, I'll go, okay, next song is going to be American Girl, you know.
Wow.
That is amazing.
That's so cool.
I did not know
and
that.
we just do that. And that's how and it just makes it more fun.
Spontaneous.
That's really cool.
I wish I could do that.
Wow.
It's like, quick, do a bit on airlines.
Yeah.
Airplane food.
I can't.
But getting back to your question about advice, just
Yeah.
keep going, man. You know, I mean, there's some nights you play to 10 people,
Yeah.
and my cousin always taught me, whether there's one person or 100 people, you got to perform the same way each time.
Exactly, and that's like one of the things that we kind of like, you know, that good core group of guys. Like anytime you need like a boost or just just like a pep talk, that's one of the things that always comes up. Is like it doesn't matter if there's 5 people in the room, there's 10 people in the room, 12, 20. You play like the room is packed.
Right.
Right.
No matter what. And if you buy into your material or you buy into the song that you're singing, you're really giving it your all. The audience is going to feel that, and it's just going to be, it's going to come off as genuine,
Absolutely.
and they're going to have fun.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, we get to a point where I know myself, I sweat, and it's a workout. Playing a gig is a workout for me, and I really get like, it's all not nervous energy, it just comes out. And you know, at the end if I come out at the end of the set and I go, hey Liz, how you doing? She goes, oh, you're sweaty, don't come near me.
Well, now I know why you sweat, because you don't know what song's next.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be sweating too.
They haven't even played the song before together.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
I mean,
it's like totally
we've
new.
tried it with
Yeah.
set lists and tape them to the floor. I'll just put the list on the floor, and I'll just kind of look at it while we're, you know, in the middle of a song, and we go from there.
You ever played the same song twice in a set by accident or twice in a night?
Only if it's asked for.
Oh, okay.
Only if it's asked for.
So I imagine without like an actual formal set list, like you could run into that. It's like, oh God, that was the second song we played, and we're doing it again 2 hours later.
See, music.
Would you tell the same joke
So,
twice?
it's happened.
It
So
happens.
music, that's the only thing. That's the only time that you can do that. That's the only time that you can do that. Yeah, you
Exactly.
do that
Yeah.
2 times in a row for as far as comedy goes. You're dead in the water.
Well, if we're
you got to
doing-
buy that
If
that
we're
audience
doing
back.
a new song like we haven't done, and we tried it early, just because maybe it was easy to play and everybody could just fall into it,
Right.
and
Yeah.
chord patterns and everything. If it didn't sound great, and maybe in the last set I'll go, oh, we had a request to do a song we did earlier tonight, and so let's try it one more time. But I don't-
Have you
I
ever
don't-
done that?
I've done it. Yeah.
Wow.
But we've got.
What was the song?
Oh, geez, I don't know. It might have been Higher Ground from Stevie Wonder. We do a combination
Okay.
of the Chili Peppers and Stevie Wonder for that song.
Huh.
So we do a cool bass intro, slap bass intro with it, which kind of gives it that Chili Peppers feel, and then we go into it like Stevie Wonder, you know. And I think that was one of the songs we did like that once. With, we tried it twice in a night and said, "Oh, this is a request from earlier. Someone wanted to hear it, and they just got here." Whatever, you know. That's when
They
I
slipped
would
us a
try it.
20. We're gonna do it again.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I used to do a solo stuff and acoustic duo stuff with this young lady I used to work with, Elkie Nelson, and we were at a place one night, and there was 3 guys sitting in the front with 2 guys and a girl, and they were having fun. They were bopping along, and so this guy comes over and goes, "Hey, man, can you play another brick in the wall. I said, we could try it. I said, I don't really do it. He goes, come on, we'll do it. So she's like, I don't know that song. I said, just look at it on the iPad. It's easy.
Yeah.
So I let it go. Then the guy comes over to me and gives me $100 bill. I said, whatever you want me to sing, I will do.
Wow.
$100 bill on top of getting paid for the night, which was cool.
And he didn't
That's
specify
nice.
that it had to be good either.
No, he just said,
do it.
Just do it.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
And it
You're off the
actually
hook.
turned out pretty good.
Nice.
So I brought it into the band too. So we do it with the band now too. So
That's nice.
we do a lot of Pink Floyd too. We do one of our signature songs is "Comfortably Numb."
Oh,
It's usually a set-ending song
Right.
or last song of the night kind of thing. That's a crowd favorite for us. And like I said, the Tom Petty, we do Allman Brothers, Stones,
Nice.
Beatles, Modern English. We do The Cure. We do a lot of different people, and we play what we like to listen to.
That's good.
And that's what makes us a little different than some of the other bands. I'm not saying, the other bands that are real focused dance bands, one song after another, they're great.
Yeah.
But we do what we like to do and what makes us, that's what I've held my hat on for 40 years. So,
Well, the other thing about you is that you go to a lot of the jams, so you can improvise on the spot, and you know a lot of songs just from playing them over the years,
yeah.
over and over again.
My iPad has 900 songs in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, I never looked
That's
at all of
amazing.
them, but I probably know half of them, just
Right.
about.
Right.
And a couple of guys in the band go, how do you remember all the words? I said, it's like, it just happens. It just happens,
You hear the music and you just keep going with it.
And sometimes I sing the second verse first and the third verse first or the second verse last.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
And I've also done it on the fly where I had a total brain fart and couldn't do it, and I just, all of a sudden something comes out of my mouth. So it happens. It does happen.
All the
Guys,
time.
we are coming to you from TVB by Pax Romana, 171 East Post Road in White Plains, New York. Every Monday night, they do pasta classes, a 2-hour class at their pasta bar. Liz, do you have any more information on how to sign up, anything like that?
Yes, it's $60 per person. You actually need to go to their website to actually reserve a spot, but they're pretty booked in advance.
Okay.
So with that, the chef that actually works here comes out and teaches you how to make fresh pasta, which is pretty incredible.
I
And
would love to learn that.
and you don't wear anything fancy. One of my girlfriends wrote a review, like, we had a great time. They were really accommodating. They give you a free glass of wine. But, there's a lot of dough and flour involved, and it can get really messy because you're really making fresh pasta with the flour and the egg, mixing it right here on this beautiful bar that we're sitting at right now. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you have a group of people and you want to reserve your own party, you certainly can. I know people that have done that here.
Yeah.
And everybody just has the two friends that I was going to read their reviews.
Yeah.
But I think that, from what they said, they both really enjoyed it and it was really well worth it.
And if this is the bar for it,
This is the
it's
bar
very
for it.
limited seating. It's what, 10?
Yeah, that's why they sell out and they're booked way ahead of time in advance.
That's a cool thing to offer people.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, one of the cool things, they said that they get the dough shipped in from Italy, right?
It's the flour.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Flour is
the
shipped in
flour
from
gets
Italy.
Shipped in from.
Yeah, not flipped in, I hope.
Flipped in. No, just tossing it in.
You could do flips making
That's
pasta,
pretty cool.
I'm sure.
And he said that they were one of 3 in the country that do that.
That's one of 3 restaurants that do
Yeah.
that. They don't
Wow.
take any reservations here except for this pasta bar because there is a limited seating. There's only about 10 people that actually can do the class.
Yeah.
And it's every Monday between 7 and 9. It actually went to 7 and 10 that my friends came to. It was last Monday, I think they did it. And that's it. They actually, once you make your own pasta, they pack it up and they let you bring it home so you can
Yeah.
cook it at home. They cook, they give you sauces and other things to take home with you so you can actually create your own pasta for a special night with someone if you want and say, hey, honey, I made this pasta for us, which is really kind of cool. And then you could do it at home. It's really kind of simple, but it is messy. And if somebody teaches you, it's a lot of fun. It's a great group thing to do with a bunch of people.
And what a difference it makes when you have fresh homemade pasta. Like last week we're at Stone Fire, and you taste the difference when they make it right there in house. And it's not coming from a box or a giant bag that's been sitting around for a month or two. It's a completely different experience.
I'm come from Italian background. My grandmother, my mother's mother, she had this macaroni board. It's been in our family now for about 70 years. and I have it now. And there's been so many pastas made on that, raviolis, the tadals, everything.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mother would take that board out, and my grandma, they would sit there and work it on the holidays, and it was always, that's what this kind of reminds me of that. I might think about taking a class
It's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
That'd be a really cool
Yeah.
thing to do.
It's an interesting process. I've seen people make like pasta before, and it is really a cool thing to do on your own and be able to just know how to
The
make
thing
pasta.
is, it's light. Like, my mom would make raviolis, and she didn't even have a ravioli cutter. She'd have a glass like this, and she'd make them this big, and she would just cut them like this, and I could eat 20 of them.
Yeah.
All you need.
They were so light.
All the pasta is made here. I mean, there's a pasta machine right there, and then what do you
Right.
say? He has 3 downstairs.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a bunch
So
in the basement.
everything that's on the menu here is freshly made in house.
I mean, the pasta night, that's a great date night right there. We were talking about
Yeah,
dates a
it's
couple
fun.
episodes ago.
It's a fun
this is
thing
a
to
great
do.
place to go on a date.
It's also a fun thing to do if you have like a birthday party for a girlfriend, and it's like a
Right.
bunch of girls. I did that once before when he was at his other place, just up the road a little bit. We all sat around and we had a little bit of a girls' party, like something different to do at night. This is great. Like paint night we've done too, like sip and paint. But this is a lot of fun, and it teaches you how to make pasta, and it's not too difficult. And you get to take, as my friend says, it's a 40-pound pasta that you get to take home.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
40
it's
pounds.
40
a lot.
pounds.
It's a lot.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
class. This is what she says. The class is $60, and with that includes a class, a printout of the recipes, a glass of wine, 2 pasta dishes that makes you eat. That they make you eat during the class. 4 pounds of fresh pasta to take home that you make during the class. The class is fun and very informative. It's also a lot of work to make the pasta, so get ready to get your hands in a nice workout. LOL. I love the class so much. I wanted to come back. So I asked if they did other classes, and they informed me that he does other classes such as gnocchi, raviolis, pizza, and mozzarella.
Wow.
They offer Monday classes, which is on their schedule, and if you want to book a private group class with friends, like a fun mom night out or a friend or couples gathering, they accommodate for that as well.
Oh,
So that
wow.
was from my friend
That's great.
Shanique,
That's great.
and she is a cook. She's amazing. So, yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Food just came out. Liz, do you want to do your picks right before we chow down
Sure.
and try some of this?
So my pick's coming up this week on Wednesday, the 24th, Soulshine. They're an Allman Brothers tribute band. They're incredible. They're playing at Garcia's. That starts at 8 o'clock. You know them. They're friends of ours.
Very good.
Thursday, the 25th, there's the Zach Brown tribute band at Saxon Grill that I hear is really good. I have not seen them play, but they play very rarely, and it's, as we said, country music that we all love. They're also playing at the Putnam County Golf Course on Friday. So if you can't make Thursday, they're also playing Friday night up in Putnam County Golf Course, which I know you've paid at, John. Friday night, the Sun Kings are playing at Leiden Park in Portchester. They're a Beatles cover band. It's a free show. Just bring a chair and enjoy. And then Saturday the 27th, FDR Drive is at the Pier Restaurant. And then Joey Mortadella and the Killer Clowns are at Saxon Grill, which is in Scarsdale. Again, everything's on my website. The other really tribute band that I had on here for Saturday night was this band called Satisfaction. They're a Rolling Stones tribute band. They're really, really good. They're playing up at Tilly's in Brewster's.
Nice.
So
Oh, I've been to Tilly's before.
I've
Beautiful.
played
Yeah.
at Tilly's. I did
place.
acoustic stuff there.
Yeah.
I did single work up there. It's a really beautiful place.
Yeah.
Really nice place.
So-
But the Sun King, those guys are really good.
They're
I've
really
heard them.
good.
They're excellent Beatle tribute thing. And
Nice.
and Soulshine, they do the Allman Brothers
to a T.
note for note, that's an authentic tribute band, and they work hard at it. 2 drummers, everything, Hammond organ.
And I
great
think they're
musicians.
starting to tour nationally now.
They're,
so
and they're doing
great.
a lot of outdoor events in
They're
bigger
really great.
venues, and they're traveling around. This is their only Westchester appearance, I think, this
I
summer.
think so,
So they
because
gotta-
they're
you gotta check
traveling
that out
everywhere.
then.
Yeah, they're
That's great.
really great.
A couple more dates I want to throw out there. Jason Scott's actually going to be at Lucy's Laugh Lounge. He's made it to the second round of that Empire State Stand-Up Showdown. Liz, you were a judge for one of those.
I was.
He's moved on.
Oh.
I have.
Saturday, July 27th, he's competing with
Congratulations.
Thank you
5
very
other
much.
comics. And Saturday, September 7th, he's got his own show, the NFL Comedy Kickoff.
Very good.
I got it right?
Yes, NFL Comedy Kickoff.
Yes.
Laugh now while you still can. That's our slogan. We got a bunch of Jets fans on there, a bunch of, one Bills fan, Ron Nobles, a bunch of Jets fans, Paul Barnes from the city, New York City, Greg Radin, blanking on some names. I think Caitlin Murphy is hosting.
Nice.
And there's
I like
one
her.
other I'm forgetting.
great.
It'll come to me.
Well, we're going to chow down. We're going to try some of this food. We're going to be right back. We'll let you know what we
Love
think
that.
of it. We'll talk Pleasantville Music Festival. We'll talk this contest. We'll talk what else is going on in Westchester. So we'll be right back, guys.
Thank you.
But I think Frankie's hungry. Here, sweetie.
We're rolling around. Put your headphones on.
I got 80 steps left this hour. I'm at 18,000 steps. today.
18,000.
18,000 steps today.
We're back. We're back.
Hey,
Oh, a
we're
little
back.
closer.
We're here.
We're back.
Like this. I'm waiting for my bread so
Jason
I can dip.
Jason
Oh, I
did a
haven't
number
ordered your
on the
bread.
food. Jay, what
What do you think,
Yeah.
Chase?
Yo, I love this food. This food was so good. I promise you, if you come here, you will not be disappointed whatsoever. The pizza was great.
Mm-hmm.
The pasta was outstanding. By the
The
way,
crust was just.
oh, the burrata, the cameraman, audio man back there, Andrew Steiner loves burrata. How would you rate this burrata? 10. 10. It was good. It was
10.
really good.
This
All right.
pasta dish, what was it, Liz? What is this pasta dish we ate?
Pasta, it was a fettuccine carbonara with
Perfect.
panna. It had smoked prosciutto in there.
Maybe some mushrooms,
Some
which I don't like.
mushrooms.
Which I don't like, and I ate every bit of this, and I'm still going.
It's
It was
fettuccine
good.
carbonara. It was delicious.
It was
Fresh pasta here.
fresh pasta made here. The
all
flour
dishes.
direct from Italy.
Yep.
And of course, TVB by Pax Romana, 171 East Post Road in White Plains, New York. Pax Romana, NY.com. Pasta classes. Learn how to make this pasta Monday nights, 7 to 9. Great idea for a date. Get a glass of wine. You get a 50-pound bag of pasta to take with you. Recipe, everything. I'm blown away. This is not the first homemade pasta we've tried,
Right.
and this is phenomenal.
Great.
Of course.
And the sauce, unbelievable. Jason is dipping the bread. He's now Italian. He's dipping and
I just.
You gotta dip it in the sauce.
gonna
That's
dip
what
it in the
happens.
sauce.
Gotta dip it
A
in the
real
sauce.
man loves his carbs.
I love my carbs.
Woo!
Yeah, this is bad for
And
me.
I encourage it.
But you know what? He was
go
out
for
golfing
it.
all day.
I was.
I
And
know.
it was hot. It was 90 degrees.
It was hot.
Where'd
I'm
you go
surprised she
golfing?
didn't cancel.
I went golfing at Maplemore Golf Course in White Plains.
Okay.
Beautiful time. They actually they opened up on July 4th. They just did a whole bunch of reconstruction on the greens, put in some new lakes or ponds out there. Beautiful course, and the course is coming along really nicely. But it was way too hot out there.
Yeah.
And it's one of 5 public golf courses here in Westchester County.
Yes.
I mean, what we have, I think, almost 13,
We have a bunch.
23.
There's Sprain
How
Lake.
many?
There's Maplemore. There's Saxon Woods. There's Mohansick.
We have so many.
Oh,
We have
my.
the most golf courses in any county, I think, anywhere across the country.
Yeah.
Between all of the country clubs that we have here, and at some point, I've been trying to get North Street Tavern, which is the restaurant at
great.
Maplemore Golf Course, because they do music every Saturday night,
Yep.
and sometimes on a sporadic Thursday or Friday,
Yep.
which you can find on outinwestchester.com. But I know the owner there, and I've been talking to him, and he's going to host us there out on the patio with the greens behind us. It's beautiful there.
My
What are the greens fees? What did you pay to go golfing today?
well, I had the Westchester Pass.
Okay.
So you pay $50 for the year,
Yeah.
and you get a discounted rate. I think for me today it was a little over $50 to play
It's nothing.
with a cart,
bad.
which
That's
was
nothing.
not bad.
With a cart.
With a cart,
That's nothing.
yeah,
That's cheap
Yeah.
yeah.
for Westchester.
Yeah, the restaurant is called what again?
North Street Tavern.
North Street Tavern. So I went there, and they do have live music, and I know that because I went there with my parents to meet my girlfriend's parents. And at the time, we had no idea that there was live music being played. And we had walked into a full-on Elvis impersonation.
I think the name's
Yeah.
Pat Perone or something like that.
Yes.
There's
Pat
more than
Perone.
one Elvis impersonator in
Oh.
Westchester.
If you go to,
I don't
if
know,
you go to
that- it
Las
seems
Vegas,
like-
you're gonna know that there's a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. But I
Elvis
feel like for
impersonators.
Westchester, one
That's
sounds
a
enough.
lot. Yeah.
No,
One
there's-
sounds
Two
enough.
is too many.
There's-
Two is way
I'm not gonna
There's
say the other person's
definitely
name.
2 and maybe even 3. If you want to include my
3.
brother. My brother has
Your brother?
impersonated Elvis before.
Oh, wow.
Does he do it currently?
Not currently, no.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so then
yeah,
it was probably
okay.
one of the two. But
Yeah.
he was good. He was good. We
Pat
were just
Perone is his name, I think.
Okay,
But
we-
I think,
we were eating dinner in the back. He was,
yeah.
you know, they left us alone a little bit.
And
but
he's
it was
great,
nice.
right?
He was nice. Yeah,
does
he
it
was
really well. Yeah, he performs a lot. He does a lot of these outdoor concerts that are free in the parks occasionally. I have him on my website quite often. I have not seen his show. I've seen the other Elvis impersonator
Yeah.
that we both know, and they do a good job.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's fun. It's different.
it's fun.
But see it once, you've seen it 20 times. You know?
a little bit more than 20 times.
Again, yeah, Pax Romana, White Plains, Jason Scott is with us. John Leonardi did have to leave
Yeah.
the Cousin Band, cousinband.com, July 28th at Reese Park in Somers, August 24th, Chat 19 in Larchmont, and Jason Scott, comedian from Westchester, Saturday, July 27th. He has made it to the second round of the Empire State Stand-Up Showdown. And with that contest, it takes place in Westchester, Rockland. So Pleasantville is hosting it, Sloatsburg is hosting it, and Levity Live in Nyack is where the finale is going to be on August 22nd. The grand prize is $1,200, Jason.
I could use that.
And you know as well as I do, getting butts in seats does help. It's judge
does.
voting and crowd voting, both.
Well, last Sunday we had a small crowd.
Yeah,
They
we
were
did.
a good crowd. They were a little lively. They were good.
They were good.
But it was a smaller.
You
Then
have to
desirable
send
crowd.
it to your fan base and get
I-
everybody there if you want that
Oh, he did.
$1,200.
I
He
did.
did.
My parents and girlfriend came.
His
Was
whole
that
nuclear
enough?
family.
3 people?
You know what? Jason did great. It was a combination of the judges and the crowd that
okay,
put him
this-
over
the
the
crowd
top.
really liked you.
The crowd liked him. He got a lot of votes.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Sunday was quiet. Friday's contest sold out.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah.
And that must have been insane. That place. So I've played that place packed.
Lucy's
we
Laugh
had, like-
Lounge in Pleasant.
Yeah, we had about 60 people come out in February. Myself and Ron had put together a show. Ron Nobles, he's on the show September 7th, along with the 2 other guys that I forgot. Frank Fabia. I don't know how I forgot him. And Lawrence De La Roche is going to close it out for us. But I played that place packed, and it is so much fun. I mean, you've created like a good atmosphere there. He's got the bar
I agree.
tables out
Yeah.
I
in the
agree.
rows, and it
Tables are cool.
really is a nice place to do stand-up comedy.
Thank you.
I enjoy it.
And also at Lucy's Lounge, right after the show,
Yeah.
usually on a Friday or Saturday, both nights they have live music.
Yes, and your admission
And-
to the comedy show gets you into the music with no cover.
Exactly.
Oh,
which is
there you
usually
go.
like $10.
I had no
or
idea.
$5. Yeah, that's
something,
true.
but it's still, you spend the
So you
15
have
Still
two
great.
shows.
I've walked out.
comedy that
There
includes it.
are
Two shows for
times.
the price of one.
Yeah, there are times that I've had to walk out during that music transition there, and the bands are great there.
They're always great.
Yeah.
Yep. And on Sunday, coming up, the one thing I didn't, I think it's on the 28th. It's sort of at the end of the month. Bernie Williams is doing
Yes, I saw
They're
that.
starting a series of star performances where you actually need to purchase a ticket online ahead of time, and what is it, $28 or $35, and they have VIP tickets too. And Lucy's Lounge is very small, so I don't know how they're doing VIPs and non-VIPs.
I don't know
Do you
either.
have any idea?
No idea.
Okay.
All I know is that I have to buy a ticket myself
Right.
if I want to
So
go.
maybe the VIPs are actually in the lounge, and the non-VIPs are in the back room where you do your stand-up comedy.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah,
But,
Bernie Williams is going to be there. So
On the
that's pretty cool.
28th, yeah. And they're selling quick. I think that's almost sold out. So that's why I didn't bring it up,
You know
actually.
what band I saw at Lucy's last week after our show, after our contest on Friday? Casino Hunks. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really good. And I don't really. To me, most of those bands, they blend together. So whenever you bring on one of these guitarists or singers, I am blown
could you
away.
say
No, but
that?
it makes me remember them. because most of the bands, they look similar.
Oh, you
They
can't.
look similar.
That's.
They have to have some kind of a
You know
gimmick
what-
for me to remember them.
That's like saying they all look the same.
I know they do.
You really are crossing a
The
line
only ones
here.
that stick out to me.
No,
Dukes,
I have to agree. Some of these
They
bands
play the
do.
same, similar music.
Yes.
Same genres. It's all 80s, 90s rock covers.
Yeah.
Duke's Laundromat sticks out because he's got a laundry thing on the stage with him. Duke, one of my favorite performers in Westchester. He's fantastic. He was stiffed by Westchester Burger Company. He actually gave me one of the stories. But it takes something like that for me to remember some of these bands.
Okay.
So if I can remember the name of a band without a gimmick, it means they're good.
Yeah.
Casino Hunks was good.
Yeah, they're good. I don't actually haven't heard them, but I know the guys in the bands. I'm friends with them. I just have to get to them. There's just so much going on, and there's a lot for me to cover in one night that
So much
they
out in
invited
Westchester.
me. Yeah, they invited me to see them, and I promote them on out in Westchester and have them on my website, out in Westchester.com. But again, there's so many bands I have to go see, and I know the people in the bands, which is why maybe they stand out to me.
They stand out. Now,
And
John
they're
Leonardi stands out to me
different.
now. Jimmy Tate stands out to me now.
Okay.
The people that you have on, like now, I'm always
Neil
going to remember
Gerard.
Neil Gerard. Awesome.
But is that because you've seen them a countless amount of times, or so the other one that you said stood out to you was the one that had the little gimmick on the stage?
Yes, that stands out to me.
But did he stand out to you the first time that you saw him?
No, in person,
Oh.
no. But it was.
The first time you saw him live?
He told when I met him in person afterwards, like, "Oh yeah, I'm Duke from Duke's Laundromat," and he said, "Laundromat." I said, "Are you the band that has the laundry stuff?" He said, "Yes."
Oh.
So I remembered because of that.
Okay.
You know,
You didn't necessarily remember the singer.
No, not until
Okay.
I made the connection.
Gotcha.
Now, when I meet these, singers and guitar players and everything, now it resonates because I'm having a conversation with them, getting to know them.
Right,
I know
right.
where they're going to be.
Right.
But Casino Hunks is the first band that stood out to me. It's like, wow, this band is great. Who are they?
Right.
By the way, this was really good. I ran out of bread.
Did you eat
and
all the bread already?
I ate all the bread. There was like 5 pieces of bread in there. It was insane. I'm so full. I'm not going to eat tomorrow at all.
Oh my God, I love a man who
is
has a great appetite.
I know.
It's awesome.
This is great. I just
Good for you.
I can't do anymore. Can we put this off to
Okay.
the side so I don't feel
Sure.
tempted to order more bread? Out of sight, out of mind, I feel like.
I'm terribly sorry. I had a
Yes, thank you
previous
so much.
engagement I did not realize I was going to run into. So Liz gets to close it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason, thank you.
Certainly can do.
Thank you very much.
Frank, it was a pleasure. Thank you
Yes.
so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Now we get to talk about him. Oh, can I have that?
Oh, I can't wait.
Bye, Liz. See you later. Jason,
Oh,
thanks,
no,
bud.
no kiss.
Not
All
for
right,
you.
all right. I went in for it. I got turned down.
Ooh, now we can talk all about him.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. How do
How do you know Frank?
So I met
Pellegrino?
Frank at like a weird open mic in Mount Kisco.
I'm sure you did.
And my first
Mount
impression,
Kisco?
I forget what the restaurant was called, but it's like right at the corner by where there's I think it's like a Chase Bank and like a big building. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it,
Okay.
but it's some burger place, bar place. We did an open mic there, and I met him there for the first time with his brother. And all of a sudden, I see this guy come over, and he's like, "Oh, you did all right. You did good." That was it. That's all I got out of Frank.
Yeah.
It was very one, 2 sentence. Very straight face, no smile whatsoever. I wasn't sure how to make him. And then he started promoting Noma Comedy
Right,
around.
because he worked there for a while.
Yep.
Down in Yonkers.
Yep, and doing stuff around the area.
Right.
And then he was the one to give me my name, Jason Scott. My name is not actually Jason Scott.
Oh.
It is Jason Jackamar, which I'm fine with telling, but it's an easier name to have.
He didn't give
have
me a
hosting.
name. I think it was going to be like Liz Ski or something. I was
Liz
really
Ski?
upset. Liz Ski. Yeah.
Do you ski at all?
No, not at all.
So it didn't even make any sense.
No, but he was like shortening my last name, and I thought, well, my
What's your last name?
Wodolski.
Wodolski. Liz Ski.
Wodolski.
All
Really
right.
strong, Polish.
Yeah.
Half Italian,
I'm
though.
a little Polish, no Italian.
Okay.
I haven't gotten the 23andMe stuff done. I feel a little weird about doing stuff
Yeah,
like that.
don't do it. Ancestry.com. don't do it.
Yeah.
My sister did it, and apparently we're like no Italian.
Italian.
We're no Polish.
How did your parents?
We're like Greek and I don't even know what we are.
How
We're
did the
like,
family take that?
My sister's crazy, so I just said, well, your swab might be different from my swab because they swab you. That's what they do when you go to these like silly little shows, and they're like, oh, let's do your ancestry, and all they do have to do is like take your saliva and then they run it through some sort of mill and they tell you what your hereditary is. So we're all from the Jewish, Lebanon, Israeli, like.
So are you Jewish?
Segment. Apparently, I must be. I think we
Ashkenazi.
I think actually it was with a Y, Wadolski's with a Y.
Yeah.
I probably am Jewish, but when we came over, I know that my great-grandparents were two really long names when they came from Ellis Island, and they sort of combined the two together, and they took the
and that's what they did.
and it was like Van Wilda and something really long with a ski.
Yeah.
And I was like, Van Wilda, I love that. I'm like, Van Wilda. So they took the Wid and the Ulski. And
Well, there was a movie called Van Wilder. It's probably not about your family.
No, it's not, but I think you're right.
With Ryan Reynolds.
That's true.
It's an old one.
That is true. I do remember.
My great grandfather came over through Ellis Island, and they were Yakimic, and then that Yakimic got transferred into Jackamer and variations of the name.
Jackamer. Jackamer is a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Well,
it's a family name.
Nothing's better than Jason Scott. It's very easy.
Jason Scott is so easy.
When you have two first names, it's very easy.
Yeah. Also, people don't trust you as much.
Yeah.
With the two names.
Yeah.
But it was I got everything growing up. Jackamer, Jack Me Moore, Jack-o'-lantern. All the names.
So
but Jason Scott's like way easier. No one can make fun of Scott. I don't know how you would do that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah. But actually, so we have like family all over the place. And recently I had actually found out that my dad sent me an email and it said, "This is your second cousin." And it was an article, and it basically said, Nicholas Jackamer has been found guilty of possession with intent to distribute 100 or more kilos of marijuana. And he was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "I think we should see that side of the family more."
Yeah.
We've discovered family members that have been in prison before.
Wow.
Father and son, actually. Father and sons.
Really?
Yeah, my second and third cousins. Yeah. So Jackamer name is running strong in the South. Yeah.
I have no family members like that I know of.
Well, you know what? If you dig a little bit deeper, I'm sure everybody has some dirty history.
I'm a little Sicilian, so I'm sure there's some dirty history from the Sicilian side of my mother's side of the family. So, anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. We're down to 2 now.
I know,
Yeah,
and we are coming from TVB by Pax Romana, which
Great
of
place.
course we have to continue to promote because we love this place. You couldn't stop eating. I was actually really surprised.
Honestly, this food was so good.
Delicious. Because everything's made here.
Yes.
So fresh.
It is fresh, and then they got the dough that they fly in. They don't flip it in, they fly it in. And it's really good. If you ever have a chance to get down here to Pax Romana, TVB by Pax Romana, you need to get down here and try this food.
So the one
really
thing I haven't mentioned yet, which is always so important because
the happy hour.
I'm a happy hour lady.
There you go.
So they do happy hour Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the bar only. And the drink specials are draft beers for $3.
That's great.
Mixed drinks, $6.
You
Martinis,
pay like double in the city.
$7 for a martini.
That's great.
And the wine on tap, $5.
$5. That was a $5 glass of wine right there.
I love my $5 glass of wine. It's delicious. Then the small eats that he has are the meatballs, which we had.
Great.
They're only $8. The calamari is $8.
I forgot to talk about the meatballs. The meatballs were fantastic.
And a penne vodka for $9, and then they have a margarita pizza for also $9.
Awesome.
So it's good. Definitely worth a try. And then, of course, the pasta classes that he does every Monday night between 7 and 9 p.m.
Definitely going to have to bring my
girlfriend per person. You definitely should do it.
Absolutely.
You know what? She would be really impressed.
Right? If I came home one day just with like
Plus
this full knowledge.
4 pounds of pasta that
she
you
would
can
also
make
be
at home.
I mean, we have an apartment in Riverdale, it's a nice size, but to hold 40, 50 pounds of pasta, I don't know if we have that kind of room.
Well, it comes in like a ball. that
Yeah.
you
Oh,
freeze.
okay, all right.
You can freeze that ball.
See, I've never made pasta before, so I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, they give
All
it.
right.
It's just like dough.
Okay.
It's dough, and then you have to sort of. There is a machine you need to sort of iron it out or flatten it out.
Right.
But you can make, just make star shapes.
sure-
or whatever
I'm
from
sure
it.
they
Make
have some
creative. Make ravioli
Stuff on
from
Amazon
it.
Prime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find all sorts of
There's
pasta
a little
makers on
wheel
there.
thing that you just need to flatten the pasta through, which you can get anywhere. It's an attachment on one of those big law machine like things that you have.
Yeah.
Because I've taken a class in this before, obviously, because I love to cook.
You definitely seem like you know what you're talking about.
I do.
So how did you like the pasta? Knowing how to do all this stuff, what did you think of the pasta?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
So fresh.
Yeah.
It melts in your mouth.
That is a perfect description. Yeah.
And the
It's-
bread
it's
is great
excellent.
here too, because they make it here. And that pasta crust
Yes.
was so thick and light and fluffy. It's
I
like a
s-
calzone.
It was great.
Right?
Yeah, they had like the
It was like-
pockets of
light
pockets
and
of
airy.
dough in there. It was
Totally
great.
different from any other pizza you're going to find in Westchester.
Yeah. Absolutely.
100%. So, again, I thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for
It's
having me.
great. How much time we have left? 10 minutes? Okay. Jason Scott, again, is our guest, and he's performing on Saturday, July 27th at Lucy's.
Yes, that's for the preliminary round for the contest.
And when is the final round? Is that September 7th at Lucy's?
No, that is so. September 7th is a show that myself and Ron Nobles are producing called NFL Comedy Kickoff.
Okay.
Laugh while you still can. That's going to be on September 7th, and I believe August. I'm not sure if it's I don't want to shout out a date because I don't want anything to be wrong, but it's in August, at
Yeah.
the end of August, sometime after the 20th, is the final round for the contest, for the Empire State stand-up contest.
End of August.
End of August.
And so, wait, you still have to go through one more round in order to get to the final?
I believe so, yes.
So
I
everybody,
should know this stuff. I'm in the
So
condo.
everybody needs to show up on July 27th and vote for you,
That's right.
so that you get to the final rounds,
So I get to the final
which
round,
is at the end of August,
and I can win that shmoney.
and that $1,200 will go
Yes.
a long way.
Absolutely. I need that $1,200. I got credit card bills.
You like to eat,
And I
You
love to eat. I know I
need
want to take
buy
pasta
some.
classes, and then I want to eat. I want to go home,
You need
and
that
I want
money
to make
eat.
50 pounds of pasta.
You do.
That's going to be gone in one night.
Oh my God. Your,
I'm
your-
a savage.
Your grocery bill must be $1,200
Oh,
in
it's
a week.
insane. Yeah.
It's insane. I don't know
Well,
how your
actu-
girlfriend actually cooks for you.
Well, actually, we get Home Chef.
Oh, you do?
Oh, we get Home
Oh,
Chef.
you do one of those like Blue Apron things?
Yes. Honestly, it's great. We get three meals, and those
Yes.
meals
Right. They're
cut up into
healthy.
2 servings.
Right, they're healthy.
They're healthy. They're well portioned. I don't overeat at home. This was way too much. My girlfriend would be very disappointed in me, but I don't care. I'll tell her about it. I'll tell her that we need to come here
Yeah.
for a date night, maybe even
Absolutely.
a pasta making class. I mean, this
Golfing
was
all day.
excellent. Yeah.
So, you know, you already
I
burned
needed
it
to
off.
replenish.
Yeah,
I need to
absolutely.
replenish all the
Absolutely.
energy. Yeah.
It's been so hot.
As you
outside.
noticed from before we took the break to eat, I have a lot more energy right now.
I know.
I feel
I know.
alive.
That's usually how I feel during these podcasts, because I don't eat all day, and then when I get
Because
here,
you know you're coming here. You're
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
gonna eat.
stuff yourself.
when I
Yeah.
ate today, I actually had a lunch. It was really
Yeah.
nice.
Where did you end up eating?
Well, I'm a real estate agent in Julia Beefy Sotheby's in Scarsdale.
Oh, okay.
It's another job of mine, another hat I wear.
There you go.
And we had a class this afternoon on mortgages for co-ops and condos. So they
All
fed
right.
us. Chase Bank fed us, so I showed up for that.
Oh yeah, of course. Anytime you hear free food,
Oh, you gotta
go. You
Why
gotta
not?
go.
Why not?
Yeah.
And it was informative. I love learning.
Yeah. Anytime a professional development pops up for teaching, I'm like, is there gonna be food there? Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, so if you're looking to sell your house, call me up.
And if you're looking for a tutor or a comedy show, I do both. Not at the same time.
So you're on Instagram at Jace_Scott26.
Yeah, that's at JAY_SCOTT26.
I always wonder what the numbers are.
All right,
What's 26
All
about?
right, this is gonna. All right, so I my number in college, I played lacrosse in college,
Oh, yeah?
and I was number 26.
So from playing
Yeah, it's from playing lacrosse. You know, just hold on to some memories. You know,
Well, you're an athlete.
I am an
Still
athlete.
play golf. What else do you play?
I do.
You on a team or anything like
I play
that?
flag football in the fall,
You
which
do?
is fun.
That's fun.
It's like it's contact right up until the time you tackle the person. But
Okay.
it's fun. I enjoy it. I am getting older. I'm 33 right now.
Can you call me when you want to play tag football? I'm in.
You want to play flag
I want
football?
in.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think we could go girls against the guys.
There
if
you go.
I have a group of girls that probably would like to get
All
tackled
right.
by you.
All right. Here we go.
Sounds good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good.
Let's go.
And once again, I want to thank John Leonardi for also joining us today from the Cousin Band. His next date coming up is on July 28th at Reeves Park in Somers. I actually think that's Harrison and not Somers. I don't know why he wrote it down here. And that's from 6 to 8. And then on Saturday, August 24th at Chat 19 in Larchmont. Again, all his dates can be found at the Cousin Band, cousinband.com. Or again on my website out in Westchester.com with everything. And I'll have your dates coming up for your comedy shows.
Excellent.
I always
Thank
have
you
a
so
tab on comedy. I have a tab on trivia night. I have a tab on karaoke nights. So if you're looking for anything to do out in Westchester, please check out my website. I really try to keep it up to date and really informative of stuff happening, even like festivals and like beer garden things, like stuff to do like out of the norm that you wouldn't find on any other site. So please check us out. And with that, I just want to say thank you for TVB by Pax Romana at 171 East Post Road, White Plains. You could check them out at paxromananewyorkny.com. Again, their happy hour is from 5 to 7 at the bar with drink specials and eat specials, small bites. And their pasta class on Mondays from 7 to 9. You have to sign up on their website because they are booked way ahead of time. Again, the fresh pasta is amazing here. Pizza's amazing. We did not have a bad meal.
No.
The meatballs were great. Everything's
was really
fresh and made in-house.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that their coffee's pretty damn awesome too because it's
yeah.
probably Italian espresso.
But nobody has notice. We've been here for I don't know.
It's 95
like an
degrees
hour and a half?
outside.
Yeah, it is, yeah. No one's buying coffee right now. But if you want
hot.
it, it's there. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like an amazing espresso machine. So even if you want to come in for coffee and espresso, I'd highly recommend it. And with that, I want to thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you so much for
Scott.
having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
right.
much.
Everybody, cheers.
Have a good day.